Failed end of the world predictions.
Welcome back to the Papa Bear channel.
I like this.
How you doing? Coming and sitting down
Not a bad
because
video,
today we're
chat.
going to talk about end of the world predictions.
I swear to God, every year there's a new apocalypse that's happening. Around 2012, there was, the end of the world is near, and we're still here.
About time.
Are they just saying
always been the prevalent belief that we are living
Literally
in the
always.
end times, right? We are always living in the end times, whether it's natural disasters, nationwide pandemics, or something based on religious scripture. It's always
It was
a
like three
looming
birds.
fear that
It was
hangs
three birds that were
upon
flying that fell.
many people's heads. People have predicted when the world will meet its end, even as far back as the first millennium. These predictions
What?
often resulted in a mass hysteria, with believers going to great lengths to prepare themselves physically and emotionally for their final day. The most recent iteration of this endlessly recurring phenomenon can be found on
Imagine going to your boss. I've worked with you for the past 15 years. The end of the world's near. I gotta quit. Sorry.
TikTok, taking
What you know,
shape
like,
in
get your ass to
a
work.
specific community known as Christian Talk.
Oh. Avocados and
The only
bacon.
God, the
Sorry.
white Christian God. Jesus, blonde hair, blonde mullet, blue eyes, flip-flops, and a Dale Earnhardt tattoo. The Intimidator. Recently, there has been a ton of Christians on TikTok freaking out about the rapture that was set to take place on September 23rd and 24th.
Oh.
That was,
People that say this just want people to be scared like they are. I'm gonna be honest. You selfish as shit.
Rapture talk grew as the movement spread and became more popular.
They just want
Thousands
people to
of
be
people
scared.
were posting about how they fully believed that the end times were coming. Some were overjoyed, while others were stricken with
How are you overjoyed the world's ending? How bad of a person you gotta be?
tens of grief. Oh God, we're gonna die. It's a bummer. This all began when South African pastor Joshua Mikela claimed to have a vision
Mikela!
of Jesus telling him
Mikela!
of his
I
return
like it.
to
I
earth.
like it. I don't know why.
According
I like
to
it.
Josh, he saw Jesus on a throne telling him, "I am coming soon."
I am coming soon.
Jesus then told him dates of his arrival, which were 2 weeks out from his vision.
Jesus was to pick a person. The last person he would pick would be a guy with no hair.
View with Josh talking about his vision blew up and started the whole craze, but no one could have
I'm
predicted
sorry,
the mass
I love
hysteria
you.
that would follow. It was pretty shocking. Right out of the gate, people began to post videos of themselves preparing their houses for the people left behind.
If you're seeing this and you're still here, I'm so sorry that you didn't make it. At least you're here getting to do all the sins that you wanted to do and be naughty with the
Multiple videos,
sinners.
sorry.
I don't know.
Ah.
Maybe you can make the best out of it.
I'm trying.
but, yeah, goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, if anybody's here
I
after
didn't
the
say hi to
rapture
you,
because
so why
my
say
ass
goodbye?
is going up, I got a jacuzzi back there. Feel free to use it, bozo. One woman stocked up on candles and Bibles, as well as leaving behind laminated note cards of scriptures for the sinners who she believed would enter her home and probably fornicate with each other, because what else are they going to do with hell on earth?
It's true. No rules.
Like Jesus said, I am going to come in 2 weeks, and I'm
2
going
weeks.
to take all of the
2 weeks,
sinners
2 weeks,
and
2
lead
weeks.
them.
Do you think he meant the other come?
Yeah, what if that was the thing? What if Joshua was right and he was like, hey, by the way, Joshua, I'm going to come in 2 weeks. I cannot wait for that day.
Jesus, what?
Whoa! Other believers began quitting their jobs, selling their cars, and rumors spread that some people were even selling their homes. According to one user online, her psychiatrist permanently closed
You know how dumb and gullible you gotta be? Sell or house or car? Bull.
because she fully believed that the rapture was coming. A psychiatrist. She completely abandoned her patients and began posting TikToks about her excitement for the end times. Her patients were left in disbelief and shared her videos showing how insane she looked for abandoning her decade-long practice and for posting
She
about
does look insane.
TikToks
She does look
online.
insane.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. If it's just gonna happen,
I think she thought, hey, this is a perfect way for me to get into the social media life. I don't like doing my job. I want to get into social media. It's a lot easier to make money, and I have more fun doing it. She's a super genius.
2 week heads
Shut
up.
up.
Take a
Free-
2 weeks vacation.
There we go.
See if it-
No. I'm closing it down. It's the principal, Nick. Because she's like, it doesn't matter. We're free. She's letting them know, too. She's making a statement, right? She's standing behind. She's staying on business.
My bad.
You should yourself.
Tired.
You should go on the
You should go on the tour.
You should yourself. Jump.
What?
Off it up, no flat.
Yeah!
Flat on ground. Hey, we just want to thank today's sponsor. People began to give away all their money to random strangers. Smart. And
I'm a random stranger. Give me your money. I don't care. I'm a random stranger myself. Look at me. Yeah, you random stranger. We ain't losing the plot.
posted about
Little by
how they
little.
were picking up a couple after church who were crying hysterically.
And they get in my car and, they're weeping. And so I'm like, hey, is everything okay? They were like, yeah, the Lord is coming back. Jesus is coming back tomorrow. And I was like, wait, like tomorrow? They were like, yeah, I think it's like between the 23rd and the 24th. I was like, okay.
They said they believed the rapture was coming the next day and wanted
I'll
to
be honest. If Jesus was coming down, he would give you an exact date and time. Just saying. They're making up. Maybe. No.
bless
come
their
on.
driver with the remaining money since they wouldn't need it. Oh, dude, that is a blessing in disguise. God was
dude.
just like, God was
Take
just
it.
like, you got it, dude.
Take it, bro.
There's your tip. You know what I mean? So before they got out of the car, they handed their driver a huge roll of cash containing various dollar bills and coins from around the world.
So it's like a bundle full of cash. Now, keep
Whoa!
in mind, in this bundle, there's even coins in it because it was like in this like cup thingy or whatever. So there's even like euros, and I see some Canadian money in here. So there's dollars, there's
Euros,
hundreds,
hold
there's
on.
20s, there's
We might be
5s,
on
there's
something.
all the denominations inside of this. So I have yet to count it up.
Dominations, you lost me there, buddy. I'm not that smart.
So
Sorry.
I'm gonna count it up and come back. Hold on.
After counting it up, it totaled to over $1,900. They also said that they were getting together in their neighborhood to discuss giving away their homes and more of their money. He's like, could you give me your address? Tell me the time for that. I would love to
Bro,
know the exact
let
time
me
and
know
place
too.
for that. Hold on. Jesus is giving me another message.
You should open up your garage door and let this man live in the basement, free of charge.
Okay, Jesus. All right, you're coming home with us. Who knows? Jesus works in mysterious ways.
I was gonna say this
I'm
sounds
good.
like here's the
Listen.
thing. I think Jesus was pulling a prank.
Y'all done got pranked. I'll be honest, bro. You're giving away your money, your houses. Say you're doing it out of good heart. Don't say Jesus making you do it.
I think he.
Haha, Joshua, knock knock, it's me Jesus. I was kidding the whole time. Practical joke on Joshua, but here's the
Bro,
thing, I didn't
this
joke
is
about
not funny,
Joshua.
I'm not gonna lie, he's
There was
funny,
poo
he actually
all
funny.
over my feet and my legs. Like I said, that's what
He's been doing Loki the most perfect and accurate accent. He's doing a good accent.
You're gone done pulled the prank on me. Not even Africa. It's like Jamaica. All right. Another person received a $300 tip from a woman who was overly generous for the same reason. Their coworker also received
That server $777. Did this use angel numbers to try to get into heaven? That's seen it all. I mean, I don't know.
a
That's where my brain would've gone.
$777 from the same woman, but after the rapture failed to happen, she came back demanding the money be returned to her. That's not very Christ-like, lady. Not every Christian believed in this, as many were trying to tell the others that this is literally stated in the Bible that only God knows when the rapture is coming. Yeah, but Jesus told Joshua,
Joshua, Jesus again. I'm being for real this time.
Oh Jesus, I am not listening to you.
Jesus, I cannot listen anymore. The people are mad. I feel like I had like
Jesus, I could not listen to you no more, for they would think the pastor is a liar, Jesus. Sorry, bro. I had to do it. I love y'all, chat. I love y'all. I had to
a
do it.
really good like African thing going at the beginning, and then it slipped away.
Jamaican?
Others
Yeah.
pointed out that people have
Yeah,
been
then he went
predicting the
Jamaican.
rapture since the 1800s and would always try and convince people to worry about
Imagine being the guy that predicts the rapture in the old times, and they say he's a witch, and then he literally gets the worst punishment in biblical times because of it. Imagine you're a peasant, right? And you're thinking, damn, if I tell everybody the world's gonna end, they're gonna trust me and look to me for answers. And the king's like, nope. You see that guy? Give him the worst punishment we got. Give him the bull, where they put you in a bull and they put hot. Oh my god, I can't even explain it. My bad.
the next upcoming final day, right? This one's not just worry about the next one. However, the 23rd and 24th came and went. Nobody was called up for the pearly gates and everyone went about their day as usual. Some who believe the hoax claimed that they got the date wrong. They said it was actually next year or a few years down the road.
Isn't that just what they say every single year?
Or maybe a couple more years after that.
Yeah.
Some question the
That was
faith.
it, that was
The
it.
pastor who made the initial prediction went live and apologized for everything. Oh God. Why did I do that? It was not even Jesus who called to me, it was my mom.
Can a brother make a mistake?
Well, let's go back in time and take a look at
What?
other historic examples, like the predictions proposed by William Miller. Looks a
Ooh, wait, that sounds low-key like a recent name. William? I forgot his
little
name.
haunting.
I
William,
don't know.
but you know, if he said anything to me, I'd be like, okay, William, the world's gonna end tomorrow, face. Thank you, William. William
Wait.
was a clergyman that had become obsessed with the Bible after returning from fighting in the Battle of Plattsburgh in 1814. Just wanna show you.
Plattsburgh? We were just naming anything back then. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Maybe
That sounds
I
like
could
a,
see
that sounds
Yeah,
like
show some
a
footage.
a
Yeah,
Simpson
shows
burger.
footage of the Battle of
The
Plattsburgh in
Plattsburgher.
1814 when cameras were definitely around. Crazy stuff. He found himself particularly fascinated with the concept of Christ's return, aka he had PTSD and he might have been a schizophrenic. After seeing people die, you know what's kind of wild? Jesus coming back, right, guys? Okay, William. He became responsible for creating the Protestant religion movement known as Millerism, aka the followers of the belief that the second coming of Christ would occur sometime between March 21st, 1843.
So you're telling me this is the reason we have to work a job because of this guy? That's all I heard. The reason we have to work a job is because of the chain events this guy did. That's all I have to know. I don't like you, bro. Yeah, whoever made me having to get a job, I don't like you, bro. I don't like you. You don't even exist, so I can't even hate you anymore. You're gone. You passed away, but you left your stupid beliefs on us. Now we all have to work a 9-to-5 job instead of just sitting at home and doing what we want to do. I hate you.
In March 21st, 1844, in that realm, right? His movement became popular, amassing an estimated 100,000 followers.
Where is his neck? I generally don't know. Where is his neck? He doesn't have a neck. And second of all, why are his hands like that? Oh my god, bro. And what that little laddie ad them gonna do to you?
That were convinced that the world was nearing its end. They were strong in their beliefs despite being ridiculed and harassed by their peers. Which, dude, for those 3 decades, you must have been living so.
Listen, you don't gotta figure out that you don't have a job right now. It's okay. So I don't have a job. Follow your own path. I love you for you regardless, right? What's gonna matter? Hey, guess what? If you follow your dreams and you don't make it, you gotta work a 9-to-5, right? But if you don't follow your dreams, you won't have to work a 9-to-5 regardless. So in my head, following your dreams is literally a win-win situation. If you win, you follow your dreams and you made it. If you lose, oh well. You tried following your dreams, now you gotta work a 9-to-5. It sucks, but you can keep trying to do new things. As long as you never quit, there is endless possibilities, honestly.
Tall. Keep it counting, boys.
If you influence
you
one
guys know
person,
what the fuck you're talking about?
that person influenced 1 million people, you influenced 1 million people.
Yeah.
Think about that.
This is like a common theme with all
You
of
influenced
these.
the
They get it wrong. They're like, no, wait, it's the other date.
Because you're
It's
delusional.
because people cannot admit they're wrong.
Because they believe it, and then they're like, oh, it was probably a mix-up. You
Same.
put your whole belief system in that. It's really quite sad, Nick. During one event, William was egged by an audience member during one of his speeches, and I bet that f***ing sent him over. By an audience member during one
He smacked that Christianity out of bro. Oh my god.
of his
What?
speeches, and I bet that
Y'all seen that. I know y'all seen that. Come on now. Y'all see that.
and sent him over the edge. In the span of just a few years, people prepared for this event by selling most of their belongings and turning their backs on their responsibilities. By March 21st,
Y'all seen that go, right?
1844, nothing had happened.
This
The
just
day
sound
would
like a
be
cult.
moved
This
to
sound like a
April
cult. Honestly,
18th,
sound
only
like a
for it
cult.
to fail once more. The last date proposed by William was October 22nd. On the day of, tons of people still believed in William. They put on their white ascension robes and climbed to the highest places available to them to await the second coming.
Can you imagine being William in this situation? Everybody's looking at you. Yo, William, we're all going to heaven, man. Thank you. Wait, I sinned so many times though. And he'll forgive me probably. Okay. Hey, William. Any minute now, William. Can you talk to him? Talk to who? Jesus. He said he's gonna come to set right now, right? Yeah, he will. Give him a little bit. He's probably in traffic. And then they all gotta come down from the roofs with white robes and gotta find out, yo, he not coming down to take us.
Not only did this prove to be fruitless, but it led to a period known as the Great Disappointment, where people wept endlessly over their hopes being shattered alongside a wave of mockery from people asking, why haven't you ascended yet? First off, as soon as if William came in, if William the dog came in trying to eat his own face and handing out white robes, I'd be like, you gotta get out of this motherfucker.
Bro,
Why?
this
Robes
is
are
insane.
fancy.
Robes are cool, but if it's in religious context, robes are not cool. Yeah, we're just gonna put on these robes and go to the mountain. I'd be like, might have picked
I'm good.
the wrong batch. is what
I'm
I'd
going
say.
off that, yeah.
What if you? What about jackets? Like sick, like club jackets.
If they were club jackets,
I'll be honest. Hey, you give me a biker jacket, I'm signing up for anything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, and I'm not gonna lie. Those biker jackets are so hard, bro.
or even just a nice suit, you want to get dolled up to go to heaven? Why not?
Hey, yo!
Robes, really? William Miller's popularity
Hey,
dwindled
yo!
significantly, but he held firm to
He
the belief
said,
the second
dolled up.
coming was approaching until he died in 1849. Maybe that's what he was. Maybe he was predicting his own death.
Imagine, chat, he died, right? And then they're like, yo, how do we know where he went? what if he was lying to us the entire time? I'm like, no, man, he was lying to you the whole time. Not gonna lie, he probably took all your bread. That guy was just con artist if you really think about it.
Might have been. I don't know. The more that we learn about space, the more terrifying the unknown becomes, right? Very Lovecraftian. Since we've started studying the stars, one of the biggest threats to our planet has been stray asteroids that could potentially hit Earth, which actually
That would scare
sometimes
me.
can't even think about it. There was one that they said, like, one asteroid's gonna pass by Earth, and they're like, but when it passes by in 30 years, it's supposed to come back and hit us. I think they disproved it.
Here's my thing: if an asteroid's coming, don't tell me.
I would rather just not know. What
What?
benefit do you gain of being like, hey guys, seriously, uh-oh. In movies and shit, in movies they do that to build conflict for the movie. But what would happen is like Elon and all those guys, they'd be like, I don't know, I'm just gonna try this spaceship out. And
Low key, bro. Listen, if it's coming, bro, y'all can just let me know. I will personally fly up to the asteroid and talk to it. Be like, hey, man, stop. Think about this for a second. And I got y'all. Don't worry about it.
they'd leave and never
Somebody
come back.
said-
As soon as that starts,
Somebody said, yeah, bro, that's gonna make it even more mad and try to destroy the entire planet. GG's.
happening.
Y'all
Well,
weird.
Mark Zuckerberg's building like a, didn't he built like a giant bunker in Hawaii.
Yeah, he said, well, it's not a doomsday bunker. It's just his-
And that's funny too. They're like, so what's up with the doomsday bunker? He's like, it's not really a doomsday bunker. It's just you could live there for 700 years if you wanted to.
it's man cave.
I mean, it's like more of a man cave.
That
You're like,
costs 100 mil.
huh? Anyways, in 1910, many believed a nearby comet would end humanity. Halley's
What?
Comet, remember that one? Is visible from Earth every 72 to 80 years and has been spotted by humans dating back since 240 BC, which is crazy.
That shit is insane. I'm not
Go
gonna lie.
somewhere else.
That shit has more history than almost every person except who? Wait, who? I don't even know history though. Why am I talking, bro? Hold on. I'm so dumb. I just try to think of something in history, but I remembered. The only good subject I was at was English, and I know how to speak English. Like, I'm dumb as shit.
Hello. Scientists had predicted
Hello.
that 1910 would be the next time it passes Earth and observed the comet flying by using a spectrograph. This
That's
new
actually fire,
technology
though.
allowed astronomers to view the chemical composition of the comet, and to their horror, they discovered its tail that was made of cyanogen gas, which is extremely toxic. Oh,
What?
shit. After publishing the report, a French
You're telling me there's a comet out there that has gas that's bad for us? Oh, geez.
reporter put out an article discussing their findings, but also included a line saying the gas from the comet could, quote, impregnate the atmosphere and possibly snuff out all life on the planet. Bit of creative liberty in the title
That had me in the first half. The second half scared me.
there, buddy. People began to freak out over the headline, believing that their death was imminent. Before the comet could pass, companies began to sell comet pills, which claimed to fight off the effects of the toxic gas. Insurance companies offered policies of people's belongings in case they were destroyed. Farmers around the globe refused to plant crops, believing that there was no point
You notice how the second a bad thing happens, all of a sudden somebody's selling something. If I see something bad is happening and somebody starts selling something, I know it's false. I know it's not real.
since everyone would be
I learned that.
dead. No more
I learned
corn.
it.
I'm done with corn. Others locked themselves inside their homes, while others fled to the caves and sealed themselves deep underground, which I'm pretty sure is partially some of the inspiration for Fallout.
Oh.
There you go. After the comet passed and nothing happened, people were shocked.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. If this was modern day photography, this picture would go hard as hell. All jokes aside, I swear. Can you imagine somebody taking this picture right now with today's camera? This picture would go so insane.
To still be alive. And they moved on
Fifth
with the rest
Avenue
of their
and Broadway.
lives.
Wait, where's that? Wait, hold on. Where's that?
To still be alive.
Oh, you
And
can't see it.
You like look over to him, he's like having a seizure.
He's on Haley's Comet right now.
Yeah. Woo! In 1993, former sociology professor Hon Ming Chen had created a Taiwanese cult named God Salvation Church. It had also referred to itself as Qingdao, or True Way, as well as God Saves the Earth Flying Saucer Foundation. I like that one the most. God Saves the Earth Flying Saucer Foundation. It was a belief system
man.
that was a mix of various religions and other Western cult-like beliefs, like the acceptance of
Do you think? Listen. I think you should believe in whatever you want to believe in, right? Oh man. He's come back and go, oh my god, I apologize for you looking like a fool. Sorry, young would come in my head for real. Listen, when I see I enter flow state though, let me look enter flow state. Listen, I think you should believe in whatever you want to believe in, right? But sometimes what you want to believe in is what other people actually are believing in, but you want to become friends with them so bad, or you want to have something in common with them that you actually start believing that thing, okay? But then you believe in it so much that you actually think that you're believing in it. So what I think you should, what you're really doing is just trying to have something in common with everybody else, and because you have something in common with us, you feel less weird. Oh my god, I just snapped!
Alien intervention, right? You see a lot of that with Heaven's Gate. Kind of became a big thing in the 70s and kind of evolved over time. He claimed that the second coming of Christ would occur in 1999, with God revealing himself from a spaceship disguised as clouds that would take his followers up to heaven.
That'd be sick.
How big
He
is the
claimed that he
cloud?
could talk to the gods and receive their wisdom through golden balls that he could see traveling across the sky. Of course, salvation was not free. It was reported that Chin charged $60,000 to join Chin Tao, and another
If you're paying $60,000 to get into heaven, you deserve this scam.
$30,000 to board their spaceship. He's like, you keep it under 100, they won't be suspicious.
Mind games.
Exactly. It's all here. He convinced 140 dedicated members to sell all their belongings and move to California in 1995 after changing his mind about where the historic event would take place. This changed.
If you ever are worried about doing content creation, this man convinced 150 people to give him $90,000, sell everything they own to move to California. And you think you cannot convince 100 people to watch you? You are crazy. That chat, you guys should watch me.
After followers witnessed the numbers 007 written in the clouds, which was interpreted as a sign that they must relocate their headquarters elsewhere. AKA, there was probably a 007 convention happening around. They're like, oh, Colorado, we gotta go. Despite the fact that this was actually just a marketing stunt to advertise the Bear Trap. To advertise the 1997 James Bond movie, Tomorrow Never Dies. They slowly relocated to Garland, Texas. Apparently, this is because Chin thought saying Garland really fast sounded like Godland.
From what Master Chin says, Garland sounds like Godland, and apparently thousands of years ago, God was here and they were told to return here.
Garland.
God, that's all you
What's
sound
that
like.
sound like? Can I do that accent, or is that a problem?
I think it's fine.
All right. Chin had guaranteed on
I mean,
his
you guys
own
think
life that
Garland,
God
Texas,
would make his
because that
appearance in
sounds like
Texas,
Garland.
of all places. Not a bad bet. You're in good company in Texas saying that kind of shit. Where would God go first? Everyone's like, probably fucking Texas. Probably fucking Texas. All right. In total, they purchased around 30 houses on Ridgedale Avenue, soon handing out flyers to its other inhabitants on bicycles in order to thank them for tolerating their activity in the neighborhood as well as their magnanimous acceptance. Trying to win people over. It's like, more money. Garland. We're kind of weird. See a ball in sky. Garland. What's that sound like to you? Like, what? Garland.
He
what's
does really
sound
good
like?
accents, I'm not gonna lie.
Don't talk. I talk you. You don't talk back.
No.
would wear
His
all-
accents are actually insanely good.
All white outfits
I talk, you don't talk then. I talk, you don't talk then.
and cowboy hats. Awesome.
That
That's
would
so
look yard.
sick. Confusing the
That would be
neighborhood as to why they suddenly become the headquarters of a strange cult. Some claim
This is a cult. I'm sorry, it's a cult. It's a cult.
they were friendly and that their beliefs were simply amusing to them. AKA, they're like, look, they look funny. What do you guys happen? Be alien. You don't talk to them. We cowboy now. Right, oh, okay, you are phony as man. That is awesome. They claim that on the 25th, just days before, God would show himself on Channel 18 across every television set in the country, taking on Chin's exact appearance.
It's 5 minutes after 12 right now, and Hunmin Chin's not on there yet. And according to his own philosophy and preachings that we've heard, he's a phony.
He knew he had an
Hey,
interview coming.
Bro, everybody knew he was a phony. Come on, bro.
Hmm.
Listen. If you're so gullible that says somebody tells you, yeah, you gotta pay $60,000 to get into heaven, and you say, yes, I'll pay that, bro, Jesus is not asking you to pay $60K. You think he gonna tell a stranger to charge you $60K to get into heaven? Come on, bro. What is he gonna do with money? Realistically, what's he gonna do with money? Buy a Lambo?
From there, God would then help people survive a nuclear apocalypse that would occur in 1999. It would bring people to a specific rendezvous point on the shores of Lake
Oh,
Michigan,
look, I got bangs
where
right now.
flying
What-
saucers would take them to heaven after potentially stopping briefly on planet Mars, of course. And
I'll be
people,
honest, listen. I'm gonna say, I don't care. Lord forgive me. If we are in a saucer and I'm hungry, I will be asking you to stop at McDonald's. That's a true fact. I swear. Like, can I get one more food before we climb all the way up, you know? Please? With a 6-7 meal?
The neighborhood feared that the group would end up committing a massacre because, you know, Heaven's Gate.
Real
March
talk.
21st,
Real
World
talk. Do y'all think God knows about memes? Like, I'm not. No, I swear, chat. You know I'm Catholic, right? But like, he knows everything in the world. Like, he knows every single thing that's happening. I wonder if he actually knows memes. I wonder if God knows memes.
And still nothing happened. Chin approached a crowd of reporters and stated that he must have misinterpreted God's message. He stated that his remaining followers would once again relocate to New York. A large majority of them gave up on Chin too entirely and began the process of moving back to Taiwan. He told everyone that he would punish himself by giving everyone in the crowd the next 10 minutes to either crucify or stone him to death, which nobody took him up on. From there, Chin Tao's numbers were severely reduced, and the group faded into obscurity by the early 2000s. Who even knows? He might even still be out there.
I hope they crucified him.
What if one guy's like, I will? He's like, wait, 1 second. The ball just like fucking gets stoned. End of the world predictions have only become more common with the advancement of technology. And it wasn't too long ago that people thought computers were going to end the world.
There still exists a general state of either denial.
Yeah, I remember seeing this, bro. It was like, I think I seen it in 2014. By 2025, we'll have sex robots. Well, I'm fucking waiting now, aren't I? I'm waiting. Where they at?
Complacency, or even apathy about
like,
both
I'm
the
waiting.
reality
Come on.
and the potential
Hurry it up
effects of
already. Y'all
Y2K.
promised
The
me
year
it.
is 1999, and a lot of people are getting ready to celebrate the new millennium. However, not everyone's excited. A large group of people fully believe that the world was going to end as soon as the ball dropped because the world's computers would fail.
8 to 10% of the population were fairly confident that this was going to be an apocalypse.
It was believed that the planes would crash, nuclear reactors would melt down, and systems controlling rockets would fail and be launched at random. All of this delirium stemmed from a simple misunderstanding of computers' code. Up until this point, computers' dates had worked from 00 to 99. But people believed that when the computer switched to 00, it would actually go back to 1900 and cause computer systems to fail. Oh, God!
Oh my.
To prepare for this upcoming event, people withdrew their cash, believing that electronic banking would fall apart and destroy them financially. Businesses
okay, that's not even that bad. Okay, if you just did that, that's not that bad. I'm not gonna lie. If you just withdrew your money from the bank, that's not that crazy.
Best Buy and Radio Shack warned people to turn off their computers so they wouldn't be messed with the time switch. And others built bunkers and stocked up supplies.
That's insane.
On
That's
New Year's
insane.
Day, all the computers switched over and there were minor crashes. Various ATMs were temporarily down and stoplights occasionally stopped working and random databases went down.
Yay!
No major computer system failed and all seemed to be normal.
I was
Out of
even
all the
born then, I'm not
craziness,
gonna lie.
nobody died. Though, a 104-year-old woman was invited to join a preschool because the system believed she was 4. Isn't that cute? That's awesome. If you're watching this, chances are the most memorable end of the world prediction from your life
The world ended in 2012. Let me see.
time is the 2012 phenomenon.
What was that?
For people that don't remember this, or if you're too young or whatever, let me just tell you. When I was a kid, the 2012 thing,
I actually
people were
don't
actually
remember
afraid of 2012. They were really afraid. My grandma, who has now passed, was
Oh,
like,
RIP,
we
man.
were watching the History Channel. She used to chain smoke cigarettes. We'd be watching like the History Channel. Of course, the History Channel.
Okay,
had nothing.
I'll say this. His grandma reminds me a lot of my grandpa on my mom's side. Bro, he would just smoke. We would be in Iraq, chilling, be like, done. Give me another pack. And literally an hour, another pack. I'm like, damn, Grandpa, chill out. But I love you, Gramps. I can't wait to see you.
To do with history. It was like
In
aliens
Australia.
and shit.
He was
She
in
was
Australia,
smoking
Jack.
cigarettes, and then we were watching this
still
2012
with us.
thing,
He's
and
still
she
with
was
us.
getting me like horrified. And I was like watching it. I'm like, oh my god, is this real? I'm like, this is like how many? This is like 10 years from now, whatever. And she was like, when that year comes around, we should all stay together, and we should just get together.
Wow.
And make sure that we're with family. And I was like, a
Richard-
haunting thing to say. It's like so cryptic, but everything's there. Like, we're gonna die, and we should be together. It fucked me up, dude.
Was it the Nostradamus?
No, it was like, I can't, it's been so long, I can't remember. But all I know is just like the Mayan calendar's ending. Which also, even as a kid though, she's like, what the f do they know? And she was like, well, the Mayans. I'm like, who cares about the Mayans? The fuck, maybe they ran out of stone. You know what I mean? I mean, how far were they just like, I mean, it'll pretty much be done.
Imagine be like, you're running out of stone. You're like, yep, hey man, we gotta go get more. Like, hey, I don't want to go get more stone. They're heavy. They're ugly. I don't want to pick them up. They're ugly. Like, hey, we gotta get more stone to stone these motherfuckers. My bad.
by then. The idea that the world would face a cataclysmic event in 2012 didn't emerge out of nowhere. In fact, people claim that it was predicted thousands of years ago during the ancient
always
Mayan
predicted 1,000
civilization.
years ago.
A
It's
device
always
called
been
the
like this, bro.
long count calendar was used to measure time at a very long cycle that counted years in large chunks. In short, a new grain cycle was said to occur after every 13 Baktuns. Each Baktun
I
consisted
can't
of
take a Baktun seriously. I can't take a Baktun seriously.
394.26 years. And it was just so happens that the 13th one lands on December 21st, 2012. Instead of treating it similarly to the exciting beginning of a new millennium, people convinced themselves that a terrifying world-ending event would occur at the time. So
Low-key, his room is low-key fire. I just realized it, bro. He's got a Raycon. He got a monitor, old monitor. Bro, this room is fire. And he got some discs, some books. Oh, wow.
much so that they even made a movie about it with John Cusack.
Shout out to
Really
this room, bro.
dumb. Not a good movie. He's in a limo and he like whatever. Theories are ranged from disastrous fires, flooding, aliens invasion.
If shit like this happens, bro, I'm not even going to try, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, look at these poor fellas on this fucking bridge. Do you think they actually think they're surviving? Real talk. Look at this guy right here, bro. Look right here. Look right here.
Theories are ranged from disastrous fires, flooding, aliens invasion.
So you're telling me this guy actually is trying to jump off thinking he's going to survive? Brody, give it up. SGG's for you. I'm sorry. This person right here in the car, right here, trying to hang on to her car. Hey, your car not surviving. You not Superman. Calm your ass down. You can't fly out of this bridge. Neither can your car. Okay? Let's look over here. Look, this person's trying to hang on to dear life. Brody, give it up. You're not making it out. I'm not gonna lie. This shit's about to jump on top of you. You think you that strong to hold that shit off? You're not. GG's, man. Give it up.
Planetary collisions and
let's see.
Mass extinction. Some kids growing up around believers of this impending disaster admitted to developing serious fear and anxiety.
I see. If this shit happens, bro, you can't even run fast enough to get out of here, bro. You're sinking to the ocean. What I would do, Loki's, I'd open my phone and see if I can learn how to swim in. Swimming for dummies is what I'd look up and learn how to swim.
Older years to their parents' endless paranoia. Up. If you have like the worst thing you can do is tell your kid like I'm really afraid.
That Loki is true.
Because like as a kid you're like what? And they're like you're fine. I'm afraid. Custom high-end doomsday bunkers saw a 700% rise during this time as ultra wealthy people.
Which motherfuckers?
People wanted to play it safe and ensure the safety of their friends and family. Some preppers, like Tim Ralston in Arizona, would often perform doomsday dress rehearsals with the two children to make sure they were ready for the worst come December 21st. Another couple, Kathy and Bruce from New England, decided to stockpile bees instead of weapons. According to them, honey would become a valuable bartering tool in the coming apocalypse. I love that, dude.
That's fire. That's Loki fire. They're like, nah. We don't care about the money. We care about the bees.
It's a badass. Over in China, Liu Xingzhe decided to go a much different route, spending his entire life savings of $160,000 to build a 70-foot by 50-foot ark-like vessel to protect himself. He feared flooding the most and believed taking his homes to the seas would be the best option. Liu offered to let other people take refuge in alongside him. My boy Liu's selfless. He's a good man. In the end, the day came and went without anything significant occurring. Here we are.
I like to think
Imagine wasting like $500K on building a bunker and nothing happens. I would want a refund.
Every time these
doomsday predictions. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be on some. Hey, I'm gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna say, listen. I would low-key start hosting parties at my. Whoa, hold on. I'm starting to sound like fucking Diddy. Hell no. Never mind.
That they actually happen in an alternate universe or the universe that keeps going on.
You like to think that? Yeah. On TikTok, a woman opened up about how she and her husband had been talking with the Sumerian demon since July of 2013.
Me and my husband have essentially been talking to something on a Ouija board that goes by the name of Seven.
Is this bitch talking to the girl from Stranger Things? Oh, hell no.
Who has been telling us that the world is going to end May 27th, 2025.
TikTok rules, dude. She claims that one day the couple got bored and began to use a Ouija board, and out of nowhere, it began to talk to them in reverse binary.
In the moment, we have no idea what this means. We Googled it later. This is, again, July 2013. And it turns out it's binary, but it's backwards binary. So in this
I don't even know what binary
means. But when we reversed the numbers, it meant hello.
Since that day, they began regularly communicating with the demon. Goddamn, they became friends with him.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, Rockschma, you there?
I'll be honest. Listen. Imagine being like, hey, what's it like down in hell? And he tells you, nah, it's so fire. It's not what people make it seem to be. And he tricks you into coming to hell with him. Greatest manipulator of all time. That's a hypothetical, of course. Wow.
Yeah, Rockschwall's funny as dude. The demon had told them that they are the third group he has contacted, and the first two died during the first atomic bomb dropped in World War II, and the others was when JFK was assassinated. So the demon contacted JFK. Eventually, it revealed that the world would end on May 27th, 2025, and repeatedly told them to climb the mountain or return to the mountain. In Sumerian. She said that they revealed this secret to close friends and strangers once they were drunk.
I'll be honest. When I was in high school, I was global to all this shit. I was like, no, I believe it. I'll say it. In high school, I was a dumbass though in high school, bro. I was not a functional human being. I'll say that. I was very stupid. Now I know they're lying. They're lying.
I've shared this with people. They either kind of wave it off, they're like, oh, that's cool, or they pretend, they say they're interested, but then they never really follow up.
Another person claims to have a recurring dream every 7 to 8 years, where people all around the world gather to watch as the moon turns completely black. Like the eclipse? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not long after, large groups of alien ships fly out from behind it and start terrorizing.
That movie was so bad, by the way. I'm sorry, Ice Cube, I love you, but that movie, you could not pay me to watch that movie. That was such a bad movie.
People flee and pray as they try to survive. Eventually,
so
the night sky
bad.
is empty and
he just sits at a desk and
the person fully believes this is coming soon and that there have been warning signs all along. Yo, Rocksha, stop that shit, bro. I'm gonna pee. A lot of people claim to have aliens in their dreams. Like one person who claimed to see a biblically accurate alien enslave the earth. Okay, first off, a biblically accurate alien.
Does not sound real at all.
Got it. In their dream, a giant orange orb hovers over the earth, which is pulsating with plasma energy. It doesn't have eyes or any facial features, but everyone on earth felt like they were being watched. He described the being as God.
Hold on. So when I'm like, if I'm like, look, I'm doing what, I'm doing. They're watching me?
And explained that he knew without a doubt the end of the world was imminent. The dream ended with the alien keeping people captive inside of a structure-like shopping mall, and also abducting people and putting them into a giant orange orb. Sounds like he just wants to go to Orange Julius at the mall. Doesn't he? And I was super thirsty when I woke up. Rockshaw, stay away from me, man. Nobody truly knows when the world's gonna end, and that's probably a good thing. There's scientists out there who have listed numerous
Shout out to this YouTuber. He's actually a really good YouTuber. Papa Meat. Shout out Papa Meat, man. Shout out Papa Meat.
Ways in which the Earth could end, right? Whether it's soon or within the next 1,000 years, but so far, every single prediction has been dead wrong. The next time you hear about some crazy world-ending event, take a step back and really think about what's being said. It's probably coming from someone who's chronically online or a scam artist looking to drain you of your bank account.
Yeah,
or, pollution and all that kind of stuff will kill us too. There's a lot of fun ways the Earth's gonna end. It's gonna be sick. But hey, at least we have YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube, so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to watch me on Twitch, I'm live every day. Link down below. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.